Yo, welcome to PTA Sports. I am your host, Pest the Analyst. And let's go ahead kicking this week in review, y'all. So some interesting things to talk about. I'm going to just start off with kind of the elephant in the room, man. A lot of Giants fans is talking about tanking, man. They're talking about like Trevor Lawrence. Colin Cowherd talked about it a little bit. I see it all over the damn place, and I gotta be honest, man. I'm real unhappy with it, man. I'm real unhappy with the way some people are talking about this team, man. We're getting ready to kick off week 3, man. Technically we already kicked it off, right? We had a game yesterday, but the Giants are getting ready to play their 3rd game of the season, man, and people already talking about tanking, like for real. People already talking about the draft. People already talking about who we should pick up. People already talking about replacing our quarterback. I don't get it, man. I don't know. To me, it's weird. It's weird as hell for y'all to be talking about this early in the season, man. We don't even know how good or bad this team is really going to be, right? I've told y'all, man, that the first 4 weeks of the season was going to be a little bit sloppy. We don't got no preseason. And to be completely honest, I'm quite happy with the way the team is played from a standpoint of them not having a preseason. And I just don't understand like how we can already be talking about the draft right now. Like that, that's crazy to me, man. You don't know what's going to happen with this team. You don't know if this team's going to get hot, right? And we also don't know if this team's going to be garbage the whole season. Like, we don't know. It's too early to even tell. I get it, man. We 0-2, and we've started 0-2 like the last 7 years, man, and it sucks, but like, can we at least wait another, 6 weeks before we start talking about like tanking, before we start talking about the draft? Because again, man, we don't even know what's going to happen. I can't tell y'all what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone 7-8 months from now. We don't know, man. Listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you want to be angry, right? If you want to be angry at this team, cool, be angry, right? If you want to be angry at the results of the last game, take 24 hours after the game, right? Be angry, and then it's time to refocus. Let's focus on the next opponent, man. Like that's what we need to do. So like this tank talk, man, this draft talk right now is crazy to me, yo. I think it's weird. I think it's stupid. If that's what you want to do, though, like, cool, man, I guess go ahead and do it. But like, don't be mad when someone tells you it's ridiculous to be talking about that right now, because it just is, man. We don't even know where we're going to be drafting. We don't know. So let's relax on that. Saquon Barkley, we know Saquon Barkley got put on injury reserve. He's done for the year. Torn ACL, jacked up his MCL, his PCL, his WZL, his HIJKLMLP. He messed up all those letters, okay? He messed them all up. And his knee was so jacked up that he couldn't even like perform surgery right away. Like he had to wait. Now, we got some potentially good news, right? Because the doctors is talking about how there's like a 90% chance that Saquon will return at the same level that he was when he got hurt. Now, that's not guaranteed, right? But I do believe that Saquon Barkley is the type of individual that's not going to let this setback, derail him from his ultimate goal. So I'm pretty sure he's going to work his tail off. I'm pretty sure he's going to do all the rehab he needs to do. He's going to do all the training that he needs to do, and he's going to try to pull an Adrian Peterson here and be back the next year and be a monster again. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. I just know that he's going to work towards that goal. So, hey, Saquon, Mamba mentality, bro. Go out there, put that work in, man. Ain't nothing worse than rehab after a surgery. I know that very well, right? But if you stick to it, right? If you show some determination and you grind your butt off, man, you'll be back as good as new, man. I believe it. So we gonna just have to see. Corresponding to that, right? We signed Devonta Freeman. Devonta Freeman, he talked like, hey, man, I still got a lot left in the tank. I can still play at a high level. We gonna see. He made the decision to come to the Giants, and I mean, we all know why he decided to come to the Giants. It was mostly because, there's an opportunity for him to be a starter. There's an opportunity for him to come here, show he still got the juice, and maybe make a good amount of money next season. Well, this season, his contract, it only maxed out for $3 million, man. There's a bunch of incentives, like the amount of touchdowns, the amount of snaps, whether or not he makes the Pro Bowl. Like, there's a bunch of incentives in there. So even still, even with all those incentives or whatever, it totals up to $3 million. But right now, he only counts for a little bit. Like, he counts for like half that against the cap space or something like that. Like, it's not even, I believe I saw something about it being prorated. I wish I was able to find that information before I jumped on here, but I didn't want to waste any more time, man. I wanted to come here and get this out. So listen, in terms of Devonta, man, I'm going to withhold my judgment on whether I think he's going to be good or he's going to be bad, because I haven't seen this man do anything in quite a while, man. So we're going to have to just kind of be patient with this situation, man, and see what he can bring on the field, man. We can see what kind of value he has. Like, at the end of the day, right, it's easy to base expectation off of past results, man. But that's not the way it works, man. That's not always the way it works in football, man. We've seen plenty of times somebody that's a beast comes to another team and all of a sudden he sucks. And we've seen where someone who sucked goes to another team and all of a sudden they're a beast, man. You never know. So, like, I'm going to withhold my judgment. I know that's the easy way out or whatever, is to just say I'm going to wait and see. So that way, whether if he's good or he's bad, I'm not wrong either way. Like, I know that's what it seems like I'm doing. But I honestly, just from a standpoint of what this man can bring to the table, I really don't know, man. And nobody else does. So, like, if I hear someone or if I see someone talking about, oh, he sucks, or if I hear someone talking about, oh, he's great, I'm always like, well, let's just see. Let's see what he does on the field. Let's see the way the coaches use him. So that's what it is with that. The last thing that I wanted to touch on before I kind of kicked off into the preview of the game is Mark Colombo. Okay, so Mark Colombo said that he is happy with the progress that this team has made. Now, listen, I don't know if I wholeheartedly agree with the way Mark Colombo feels. Mark Colombo was a much better coach. He's way smarter than me, and that's the reason why he's where he is and I'm where I'm at, okay? So, like, I'm not going to necessarily question this man's ability. I was super happy that we brought him in to be the offensive line coach. So if he's happy with the progress, then I'm good with it. Now, obviously, he has said that there needs to be some improvement, okay? Obviously, there does, all right? But overall, he's like what he's seen so far. Now, here's the thing, man. Here's the way I feel about this offensive line, right? Because I feel like our offensive line is the most important part of our offense, man. It's more important than any skill player, all right? Because if the offensive line can hold up and give our quarterback 3, 4, sometimes 5 seconds in the pocket. 5 seconds in the pocket is a long time. That's not going to happen very often. That means it's about to be a coverage sack. But if they can give our quarterback adequate time to make his reads, make a smart decision with his throws, then ultimately our offense can be potent. If the offensive lineman can open up gaps for our running back to go hit those holes, right? Then we can have a productive offense. So I feel like the offensive line is super important, man, and that's kind of the reason why I'm focusing on it right now, because I honestly don't dislike our offensive line, but I'm not happy with the offensive line either. I've already said that I think that our offensive line does a great job in pass protection, okay? To go from to go from our quarterback having like next to no time in the pocket, getting strip sacked, to him actually being able to make some reads and make some throws, and we're not giving up a whole bunch of sacks. Like, I'm happy with it, man. I do think that there's improvement there. Now, I don't think that our offensive line is where it needs to be 100%, obviously, right? Especially when we're dead last in the league in rushing yards. Okay, that's not a good look. But I do like what I've seen so far, all encompassing. I think that this offensive line will continue to gel. I think that this offensive line will be, will continue to get better. And I think that this is a good week for the offensive line to come out and be dominant. Now, we'll go ahead and we'll transition over into the preview and why I think this is a good, it's a good opportunity for this team to go out there and dominate. It's because the 49ers have got so many injuries. It is so bad. Let's go over them, shall we? Tevin Coleman, he's out. I know he's a running back and it has nothing to do with the offensive line, but I'm just reading the list. D Ford, he's out. Jimmy G, he's out. Dre Greenlaw, he's out. George Kittle is out. Raheem Mostert is out. Jason Verrett looks like he's going to play, and Ahkello Witherspoon, he's questionable. Now, there are some key people, and by the way, this isn't even count the the people who are who are on IR, like Joey Bosa. All right, this is just people that that are active. But they're inactive now because of injury. Yo, the 49ers injury report is just, it's long. It's a big, long ass list of all the total players that are injured on that team. And, we can use this to our advantage. All right. Because this team is beat up. And I think that because we don't have to worry about some of these premier pass rushers, some of the really good defensive linemen that San Francisco has, I really think that that we can take advantage of that, right? Get some good yards on the ground, all right? Make some good throws, and hopefully win this game. I'm just saying. And then when we look at the offense, right? They're missing their starting quarterback. They're missing two running backs. They're missing their perennial Pro Bowl. Really, really good tight end, right? This is an advantageous situation, man. The Giants are in the proverbial catbird seat right now. Like, they are in a position where they can go out there and they can win a game against a really, really beat up, depleted team. Now this is a double-edged sword for us though, man, because like at the end of the day, if we lose this game, man, what does that say about this team? Like, it is what it is. Now, our injury report, it's one person that's we don't really know, but it's highly likely that he's going to miss the game, and that's Adrian Colbert. Carter Coughlin was on the injury report, but he practiced in full, so he's going to more than likely be out there. And then we got Brandon Williams, who is questionable. He practiced in a limited role on Friday. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Again, I think that this game is a great situation for this team to go out there and win in convincing fashion. Like, that's what this team kind of has to do. This team has to go out there and win in convincing fashion. Because otherwise, if they struggle against this depleted 49ers team, or God forbid they lose to this depleted 49ers team, there are no excuses. None. There's no excuses. All right. This is I don't want to say it's a must-win game, but it's kind of a must-win game only because the 49ers don't even have all their starters, man. They've lost them all. Like, this is a must-win game for the Giants. And it's only must-win because if y'all lose, my goodness. If y'all lose this game, Giants, it's going to be pandemonium. It is going to be the apocalypse for New York Football Giants fans. You think it's been bad the last couple of weeks? Ooh, boy. Y'all lose this game this week. it's going to be real bad. It's going to be terrible. People are going to be burning jerseys. Yo, people might burn jerseys. It's going to get crazy if y'all lose this game, man. I can't even sit here and figure out a way to justify how the Giants could lose this game. They should not, okay? This isn't me making a prediction. This is just telling you what should happen. The Giants should win. Period. Point blank. It's time for them to go out there and handle business and dominate this beat up team. All right? So listen, y'all. I'm going to be watching. Okay, I'm going to be paying very close attention to this game only because I got to see this team win. I got to see this team win right now. Like I got to. But listen, if this team doesn't win, good God, knock on some wood. If this team doesn't win, y'all, just be angry for 24 hours, okay? And then we got to move on to the next game. All right, y'all. So listen, I appreciate y'all coming, listening to me talk. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit me in the comment section, and I'll get up with you guys later. Deuces.